Before this video starts, make sure to give it a quick thumbs up, and if you are not a current subscriber, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you'll never miss a video. Thanks. Hey, what's going on guys, Cardtrix here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you another amazing card trick and tutorial. I think you guys are really going to like this one, so without further ado, let's dive right into this performance. Okay, so we can start off by taking the deck and giving it a quick shuffle to make sure all the cards are completely mixed up and there's no possible way that I can know the order of any of these cards. Now, I do need the assistance of 5 very special cards, but I'm not quite sure where they are just yet. So I need to mix up the cards and shuffle them just a little bit more to see if I can find out their location. I think there could be one like here, one here, one here, one here, and one like right there. So I'm going to see if I can locate them all. Just got to give the cards some cuts, and yeah, I think right around here. I think one more cut should do it, and yes, hopefully I found all 5 cards, and that is exactly what I was looking for, the 5 through ace of spades. Okay, so we're going to get to those cards in just a second, but for now, I'm going to have you go ahead and just select any card in the entire deck. So let's just say you want to go ahead and choose this card right here. I'll turn away, you guys memorize this card, I promise not looking at it, just keep it in mind, and please don't forget it. So all we're going to do is take your card and bury it somewhere in the center of the pack. But just to really make sure it's lost, we're going to give the cards a couple of cuts and a couple of shuffles. Again, this is just to confirm that there's no possible way that any of us can know where your card is within the entire deck. So now we are finally going to get to our 5 special cards here. Now I know what you're wondering, what are these cards going to be used for? Well, each of these cards have a very special power, and I'm going to demonstrate those powers to you right now. So we have the ace of spades, the 2 of spades, the 3 of spades, the 4 of spades, and the 5 of spades. So the very first power we're going to demonstrate today is the ace of spades, and it's going to be the simplest power of the bunch, because all we have to do is take the ace and move it into the second position from the top. But all it takes is a slight shake, and you can see that the ace will actually jump straight to the top of the pack. And that's it. That's the ace. And now the second power today is going to be the 2 of spades. And all we have to do is take the 2 and slide it somewhere into the center. Now you can see it's not on top, and it's also not on the bottom. It really is going somewhere into the center. Push it in, but all it takes is really nothing. All it does is come straight to the top of the pack. So now we're going to give this one more shot. Take the 2, stick it somewhere into the center of the pack. Again, it's not on top, it's not on bottom. It legitimately is going into the center. And this time we'll give it just a little shake just to make sure, and you can see even with that, the 2 will just come right to the top of the pack. And that's the 2. The 3, however, is going to be a little bit different. All we're going to do is take the 3 and put it in between the 4 and the 5 face down. Now I know what you're thinking, you just saw me put it in face up, so are you thinking I maybe just kind of slurred my words there? No, it's actually not the case, because you must have missed something. It really is face down. And you know what? I'll even do it again. We'll take the 3, put it in face up this time. Now, I know again, you're thinking I must have made a mistake. I meant to say face down. But no, really, it really is face up. You can clearly see it right there. And that, my friend, is the power of the 3. So now we are dealing with just 2 cards, the 4 of spades and the 5 of spades. Now, doing magic with 2 cards is a very difficult thing. This is where the advanced next level stuff is going to start to happen. So all we're going to do is take the 5 and move it right to the top of the 4. But even with that, you can see the 4 still appears on top of the 5. Let's do it one more time. Take the 4, move it back to the bottom. But even with that, the 4 still appears right on top. And you know what? Maybe you're not a believer, so I actually will give you one last opportunity to check it out. Take the 5, move it right to the top of the 4. And even with that, the 4 still jumps straight to the top. Now, we're going to get rid of the 4 and just leave us with the 5. And I'll actually just set it down so I can't do any kind of sleight of hand. Now, doing magic with only 1 card is one of the hardest things you can do. It's extremely challenging. But I'm going to keep this nice and simple, because all I have to do is snap my fingers. And that card actually transforms into your selection. The 9 of spades. Anyways guys, that is the trick. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and now let's get straight into the tutorial. Alright guys, hopefully you stuck around for the tutorial. This trick is absolutely amazing and will fool pretty much anyone you perform it to. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. Cardtrix 8, haven't you done this trick on your channel already? And the answer to that question is yes, I have performed and taught this trick on my channel already. The only problem is I was having an issue with my channel, and as I was trying to fix it, I accidentally deleted the video, so that's on me. So I figured I'd finally re-upload it in a new and improved version. So now let's get into it. Okay, so this trick does require a slight setup, but it really isn't anything major. The only thing you have to do is remove the ace through 5 of any suit that you want. I prefer to use spades for this one, but feel free to use any suit that you'd wish. So once you have your 5 cards, you're going to stack them so that the 5 is on the top and that the ace is on the bottom. Once you have those cards stacked up like that, you're going to set that on top of the deck, and then you are ready to go. So to start off this trick, feel free to shuffle the cards as much as you want. As long as you maintain those top 5 cards, then you will be absolutely okay. So you can give the cards shuffles, you can give the cards false cards. Again, it does not matter what you do. As long as you maintain these top 5 cards, then you will be okay. Now, after you shuffle it just a few times, explain to your spectator that you need to locate 5 specific cards. And you're not going to mention the names of those cards just yet. And now all you have to do is give the cards a couple more shuffles, give them a couple more false cuts. Again, just make sure you maintain the top 5 cards, do whatever you want, and then eventually when you're done, just deal down those top 5 cards, and it'll actually make you look like you're an expert card handler and you're an expert card manipulator. So from here, just let your spectators know that you're going to get to these cards in just a minute, and that you need them to select a card. So just spread the cards out and have the spectator go ahead and select any card that they like. So in this case, they happen to select the 10 of spades, but again, they can really choose any card that they want. So once they have a card selected, you need to control to the top via your favorite method. It doesn't matter what you do. What I did in the performance was a double undercut control, and this is where you stick the card in, you push it in, but you push it down on it, and then you get a thumb break. And then all you do is do a double undercut, take a few cards from below the break, move it to the top, take the rest of the cards below the break, and move it to the top. That's the way that I control it, but again, you can use any control you want. It does not matter, whatever you feel comfortable with. So once the card has been controlled to the top of the deck, you need to get a pinky break. So the way that I like to do this is I'll draw my spectator's attention to the 5 cards on the table. And while their attention is right here, I'll just turn my wrist down casually. And as my wrist is right here, I just do a quick little push off pinky break to get a break right underneath that card. But you can get the break in any fashion that you like. So once you have the break, you're just going to scoop up your 5 cards, set them on top of the deck while maintaining that pinky break. And then you're going to lift up all the cards from the break. So basically you've just stolen their selection away. And then just set the rest of the cards down face down. So now this is what you're going to have. You're going to have your ace through 5 of spades face up, and then their selection face down right underneath. But of course, they do not know that. So now you're going to explain to the spectator that each of these cards has a power, and you're going to demonstrate that to them right now. So now before you actually get into the whole power situation, you're going to just show off the cards, and it just looks like you're cleanly reverse counting them, but you're actually going to be doing a sneaky move, and here's what it looks like. So you're going to come over and grip the cards in Biddle Grip, which is your thumb at the back, your middle and ring finger at the front, your pinky just kind of hangs off to the side, and then your index finger just kind of chills over the middle right here. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to peel off the first card and just say ace of spades, but now you're not actually going to keep this in your hand. You're actually going to put it, or I can say reload it, back on the bottom of the packet. But you're also not going to leave it square. You're going to maintain a thumb break. Then you're going to come over and then peel off the next card, say 2 of spades. Now when you come over to peel off the 3 of spades, you're going to drop that thumb break and put the ace of spades right on top. And then peel off the 3 of spades so that they don't see the ace. And then you're just going to come over, peel off the 4. And now in your hand you're holding a double. You have the 5 in their selection. So then just set this double down as 1. And say 5 of spades. So let's look at that one more time. Okay, grip the cards in Biddle Grip, peel off the ace of spades, secretly reload it to the bottom, and also maintain a thumb break. Peel off the 2 of spades. When you go to peel off the 3 of spades, drop the thumb break and leave the ace of spades on top of the 2. Peel off the 3. Peel off the 4, and then hold the 5 in their card as a double, and then set it down. So in full speed, it'll look a little something like this. Ace of spades, 2 of spades, 3 of spades, 4 of spades, 5 of spades. So it just looks like a normal reverse count. Okay, so once you've carried out that action, you're just going to flip over the packet so it is face down in your hand. And explain to your spectator that the ace of spades is going to be the first power you're going to demonstrate to them. Now, the ace of spades right now is in the second position from the top. So you need to do a double lift. So just get a break any way that you like, and then just flip over both cards as one to show the ace. Again, this is obviously 2 cards, so just make sure you keep it nice and square so it looks like 1. Show the ace, take the double, and flip it back over. So now, the 2 is actually going to be on top. So from here, all you're going to do is peel off what appears to be the ace and put it into the second position. Of course, you just move the 2 to the second position, so now you're free to just show the ace of spades back on top. And your spectators will be a little bit confused like this. You'll get a decent reaction from this. And all you're going to do is just take the ace and set it down on top. Again, you may not get an amazing reaction from that, but it's okay, because as the trick progresses, the more impressive everything gets. So you're going to get better reactions as the trick goes on. Now you move on to the 2. So you don't need to do any doubles because the 2 is right on top. So just peel off the 2 and show it cleanly. You can even hand it out to them if you wish. It really doesn't matter. But now, what you're going to want to do here is put the 2 in the second to last position. So all you're going to do is while you're showing them the 2, you can do one of 2 things. You can either do a pinky pull down on the bottom card, which I personally don't like doing. What I like to do more is I like to buckle the bottom card. You can buckle the card and get a break. Just do whatever you have to do to get a break underneath the bottom card. So you're going to take the 2 and just slide it in to that gap and leave it sticking out. So now you can show that the 2 is not on top, and you can also show it's not on bottom. Of course, they don't know exactly where it is, but it really doesn't matter to them at this point. So all you're going to do is appear to push it in fairly, but you're actually going to maintain a break here. Kind of like the control that we did in the beginning to get it to the top. You're going to push in, but instead of pushing down on the card, you're actually going to push up on the card. So you push it in and push up on the card. So this will allow you to get a thumb break and just transfer that to a pinky break. So now you have a break underneath all the cards and you only have 1 card at the bottom. So all you need to do from here is just take all of these cards here and just flip it over as 1 to show the 2 comes back to the top. And the spectators are going to be amazed by this. They're going to have no clue how you did it. But now here's the scenario. You have the 3 and the 4 face up after that. You need to get those back face down, so the way you're going to do that is just repeat that a second time. Just say, okay, let's do it a second time. So once again, get a break any way you like to. Again, I like to card buckle it, but you can do it any way you like. Slide the card into the gap. Once again, show it's not on top, it's not on the bottom. Push in, but push up on the card as well. So now you have that break. And all you have to do is flip over all of the cards as 1 to show the 2 comes back to the top. And once again, your spectators are going to be quite amazed by this. So now push off the 2 cleanly, show it off, and now you're done with the 2. You can just put it on top of the deck. So now here's your scenario. You're going to have the 3 on top, the 4 next to it, their selection face up in the 3rd position, and then the 5 in the 4th position. All you're going to do from here is turn over the cards and now explain the purpose of the 3. The way you're going to do this is hold the cards in that same Biddle Grip that I mentioned before. Slide out the bottom card, which is going to be the 3, then slide out the next card, which is going to be the 4. The 5, once again, is going to be a double. You're holding their selection behind it, so make sure you keep that nice and square and you don't flash it. From here, all you're going to do is switch the positions of the 3 and the 4 so that the 3 is in the middle and the 4 is on the end. Square everything up and just say, okay, we've put the 3 face down in the center. And the spectator is going to give you a confused look because the 3 should be face up. And then you're going to say, well, I bet you're confused because you saw me put it in face up. But no, really, it's face down. And as you say that, you're going to come over, grip the cards in, you may have guessed it, Biddle Grip once again. So once you've done this, hold the cards in Biddle Grip like I said, and all you're going to do is peel off the top and bottom cards, and now you're holding a double right now. You have the 3 and their card right on top of it, so just make sure you hold those cards nice and evenly, and you do not flash whatsoever. So from here, you're going to take those 2 cards in your hand, flip them over, take the double, put it right into the middle, and say you're putting it in face up. Again, they'll be confused, but now all you're going to do is show that it is magically flipped over again, and the way you're going to do it is hold the cards in Biddle Grip yet again, and once again just slide out the bottom card and slide out the next card to show the 3. And once again, this card right here is going to be a double. You have 2 cards here. You're holding the selection and the 4 of spades, as you can see. Just make sure that stays nice and square. From here, just take that double off the top, move it underneath the 3, and then square everything up. So now you are free to show off the 3 as a single card. Everything is legit at this point, and then just put it back on top. Now, you have 3 cards remaining. You have the 4 and the 5 with their selection in the center. So of course you're going to want to show this off as 2 cards. Hold the cards in Biddle Grip again, slide out the bottom card, and then show both cards. My mistake, guys. After you hold the cards in Biddle Grip, slide off the top card, and then show both cards. So they'll see the 4 and the 5, and once again, the 5 is a double. Their selection is right behind it, so just make sure you keep that nice and square. Slide off the top card, show both 4 and the 5, and explain to your spectator that doing magic with 2 cards is very difficult, so this is where everything is going to be getting a little bit advanced, but in reality, everything is still fairly simple. So take the 4 and put it back on top of that double. And now, from here, you're just going to grip the cards, again, Biddle Grip, and now you slide out the bottom card. Show the 5, and again, this is a double, put it on top of the double as so. And now all you have to do to make it look like the 4 comes back is do another double lift. So just lift up on 2 cards, then flip over both cards as 1 to show the 4s come back to the top. Again, that's 2 cards, so keep it nice and square. Take the double, flip it back over. And now, take off the 5, and you can show it again, and put it to the bottom. And no, you actually cannot show it, because they think this is the 4 at the moment, so... Let me just backtrack a little bit. Flip over, show the 4, again it's a double, keep it square. Flip it over, take what appears to be the 4, is actually the 5, put it to the bottom. And then from there you can show that the 4 comes back to the top. And now you're going to basically do the same thing as the first step once again. Peel out the bottom card, this time you can show it, put it on top, and then all you have to do is do a double lift to show that the 4 came back. So now from here, once again, you have a double, so keep it nice and square. You're going to just flip over the double once again, take both cards, this is the 4 and the 5, and just set it on top of the deck nice and easily so the cards don't separate. So now you're left with 1 card, and the spectator thinks this is the 5 of spades, but of course, it's their card. So the trick is pretty much complete from here. All you have to do is be creative and reveal this card any way that you want. I typically just like to set it down and then snap my fingers and then reveal the card. But again, you can do whatever you want. You can just give it a little wave, you can clap, you can hand them the card and have them put it in their hands and then have them change there. Again, be creative, reveal this card in any fashion that you want. But for now, I'll just stick with snapping my fingers. So maybe I'll give it a little wave, and then after that, I'll come in and snap my fingers. But regardless, again, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is now reveal the card, and the spectators will be absolutely blown away that after this entire time, their selection appears out of nowhere. So anyways, guys, that is the Ambitious Classic. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and please take the time to practice this. It really isn't a difficult trick, but you just want to practice all the moves and make sure that everything is natural and everything flows nice and easily. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I will see you guys in the next video. Cardtrix 8, signing off. Peace out.